What do you get when you take the sport's most comfortable big mile trail chassis and infuse it with big bump and mogul bridging performance? You get the model year 2011 F8 Arctic Cat EXT. Up till now, the only EXT available in the F chassis has been the big on horsepower and equally big on weight Z1 Turbo. But for 2011, the F8 seeks to expand Arctic Cat's crossover line and broaden its horizons by bringing a two-stroke into the EXT classification. While the F chassis ain't no boondocker, it does have to its credit a large 144-inch snow shovel out back. It's a 125 Camoplast Cobra, and it allows the EXT to hold its own in the fluffy stuff. The EXT classification is targeted less to the off-trail user and more to the big mile rider who likes the added flotation of a 144 and the ability to bridge bumps out on the trails. Bridging moguls is something that crossover buyers have been raving about for years, and while I support this assertion, the F8 at 144 inches is significantly longer than your garden variety crossover at 136 inches. Polaris discovered in the early 2000s that going bigger than 136 inches can actually start to work backwards and have negative effects, not only increasing harshness, but causing the sled to push in the corners because of the larger footprint and increased track edge biting the snow. Arctic Cat has managed to eliminate most of my preconceived notions about 144-inch skids. This sled rides exceptionally well in the bumps. The slide action rear skid has been a home run for Arctic Cat in the F chassis, and it would seem that no matter how long you stretch the rails, it just keeps delivering a great ride. It doesn't matter if you're rocking through the stutter bumps or contact a crater on the open trail at 50, the slide action soaks up just about anything you can find with ease. When you link up the impressive slide action rear skid with Arctic Cat's IRP Infinite Rider Positioning System, the Arctic Cat F8 EXT may just actually be the best riding, most comfortable crossover in the business. While I've been raving about the excellent ride quality, I haven't yet commented on handling, and that's one area where this sled suffers. You see, the crux of it is this: the excellent comfort and the understeer responsiveness are both due to the same thing, a slide action skid frame that's been stretched out to 144 inches. Because you've got 144 inches of track on the ground and a very long edge, it is fighting against you at every corner and creates unwanted understeer. Numb is the best word to describe the handling characteristics. We've tested this sled with both dually and Slim Jim carbides from Woody's, and we can't seem to overcome the lazy steering this sled exhibits. While we truly want to have nothing bad to say about this sled, we can't help but wonder if a 141-inch version with tip rails would bring back the cornering confidence we know the 121 and 128-inch F chassis are capable of. Moving forward and under hood brings us to one of Arctic Cat's strongest features, a big old 800cc Suzuki two-stroke that pumps out impressive horsepower. While the 800 HO mill doesn't have the same low-end torque as comparable competitive models, it has classic Arctic Cat high RPM power. Out on the lake, the F8 really finds its legs, and you may think the extended 144-inch track would slow this Bigfoot down, but in fact it keeps pace with ease. There is definitely impressive DNA in the F8 EXT. However, in my opinion, the handling gap has not been adequately bridged, although the motor will keep you happy for a significant period of time. Truth is, the sum does not equal the total of the parts, yet. Arctic Cat has been blessed with the incredibly good performance of the 144-inch slide action skid that's found in the TZ1 Touring, as well as the Z1 EXT. Both of these sleds use the substantially heavier Z1 Turbo motor, and with a good set of dual runner carbides can be settled down in the front end. We understand that dropping the 800 into a current chassis is easier and less costly than retooling a new tip rail skid. However, with just a few improvements, the EXT F8 could be the leader in comfort and performance in the crossover segment.